I bought 4 fried chicken drumsticks. My son ate 2. Seeing me reach for one, his face turned red with anxiety. Why didn't you save any for Dad? I was confused. Isn't there one left for him on the plate? He looked like he was about to cry, reaching out to snatch the drumstick I had already taken a bite of. Can't you just save 2 for Dad? I froze. In his eyes, the chicken I bought with my own money. The chicken I cooked with my own hands. I wasn't even qualified to eat it. I couldn't believe my ears. This was the son I raised with my own hands. Maybe he didn't count correctly. I explained gently. There were 4 in total. You ate 2? I'm eating 1, and there's 1 left for Dad. But he dodged the logic completely. Then why didn't you tell me? I was bewildered. Tell you what? He raised his voice, shouting, you should have told me before you ate it. Otherwise, how would I know you were going to eat 1? I still didn't quite get it. I'm just eating a drumstick. Do I need to file an application with you first? His face flushed with anger. What is wrong with you? Don't change the subject. Answer my question. Why didn't you save it for Dad? I pointed to the plate. I did. See? There's 1 right there. He acted as if he had suffered a great injustice, wiping away tears aggressively. Why didn't you save 2 for him? I was stunned. It wasn't that he couldn't count. Suppressing my anger, I asked him, so you think Mom doesn't deserve even a single drumstick? He didn't answer. Instead, he stiffened his neck, face red, and looked at his father with heartache. Dad works so hard every day. Of course he should eat more chicken. You can just eat whatever else is there. Why do you have to fight him for it? Can't you stop being so selfish? Hearing this, my husband, Mark, grinned and pushed the plate with the remaining drumstick toward our son. My son immediately pouted, eyes redder than ever, looking even more aggrieved. I finally realized what was happening. Looking at the child I had nurtured bit by bit, I said in disbelief, so Mom isn't working hard? Mom has a job too. Mom does all the housework. Mom takes care of you. Does Mom not work hard? Does Mom not deserve a drumstick? He said nothing, just kept wiping his tears. Seeing the situation escalate, Mark finally decided to open his mouth and play the peacemaker. All right, Maya, why are you bickering with a child? He's just a kid. He doesn't know anything. He's just joking with you. I stared silently at the dishes on the table. Every day after work, I rushed to the grocery store like I was on fire, picking the freshest, most expensive ingredients, terrified that anything less would affect my son's health. Then I'd rush home to cook, ensuring dinner was on the table before he got back from soccer practice, afraid he'd go hungry. Every morning, his clean clothes were folded neatly by his bedside. The house was always spotless, the result of me fighting off sleep every night to clean. The pantry was never empty of snacks, fruits, and essentials. He never once had to think about where these things came from. He was used to it, so he didn't see it. He only saw his father leaving early and coming home late for work. I felt a lump in my throat and couldn't help but ask him, Mom works very hard too. Mom gets tired too. He pushed the plate back toward his father again, sneering, you only make that little bit of money every month. What's so hard about that? Dad is the pillar of this family. He works the hardest. I stared unblinkingly at Mark. He looked guilty under my gaze and laughed it off. Maya, don't lower yourself to a child's level. His job was leisurely, and truthfully, his salary was far lower than mine. But he insisted that as a father, his image should be tall and mighty. He needed to set a positive example to encourage our son to become a man who could hold up the sky. So, in front of the kid, he lied about his income and drastically understated mine. I thought it was for the boy's good, so I never said anything. I never imagined that in my son's eyes, Mark was the provider, and I was just a useless moocher who didn't even deserve a chicken leg. Thinking of this, I couldn't suppress the fire anymore. I flipped the dining table. Crash. Then nobody eats. Mark screamed, Maya, are you crazy? I sneered. If I don't go crazy now, I'm afraid I won't even deserve a mouthful of rice in this house later. My son screamed and hid behind Mark. The tiger mom is going crazy again. Tiger mom? Is that what they call me in private? Mark turned his face away uncomfortably, pretending to be angry as he patted our son. How can you say that about Mom? My son didn't care. He ran out, shoved me hard, then hid behind Mark again, making a face at me. My heart went cold. This was the child I carried for 9 months and raised with my own hands. When he was born, he was weak and sickly. We were at the hospital every other day. Mark always used overtime as an excuse. It was usually me, alone in the middle of the night, holding him while he got an IV drip. I didn't have enough breast milk, so I researched every formula and supplement to make him strong. Now he is indeed strong. Strong enough to push me onto the sofa. It didn't hurt physically, but my heart felt like it had been stabbed. Clutching my chest, I went back to the bedroom. Lying in bed, I couldn't understand why it turned out like this. Mark stopped working overtime so often once our son started recognizing people. He'd come home early, playing with the boy with all sorts of toys until I finished cooking. Then he'd put on a stern face. All right,